Hello YouTube, this is Mr. Lane here. I just wanted to post my personal SummerSlam predictions. As you can see here, we'll go with the first match. This one's a major question mark because in case anyone forgot, there was news that a couple divas, along with wrestler Alberto Del Rio, had gotten suspended 30 days due to the WWE wellness policy violation. So, that being said, let's get right to business. This Divas match, that's a question mark. We're going to skip that. Cesaro versus Sheamus. This should be a good match right here. My personal prediction for this one, I think Sheamus will win this match. It's going to be a best of 7. So I think Sheamus will win. Intercontinental Championship match. This should be an interesting one. The newcomer, Apollo Crews, against one of the more solid IC champions. Not a good World Heavyweight Champion in my mind, The Miz. He's a very solid IC champion, but not a good WWE champion. Sad to say. Sorry, wrestling fans, but that's exactly how I feel about him. So, Intercontinental Champion, as long as you gain credibility to that belt, then the wrestling business will be fine with that. But if I have to predict, I think Apollo Crews will win via disqualification. I say Apollo Crews will win via DQ. I don't think he'll win the IC title. I will be shocked if he does. That'll be a monumental upset. Let's go to this match. Big Cass and Enzo against veterans Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens. This is a toss-up. These guys are so hot. One of the best entrances in wrestling, Cass and Enzo. You got the veterans Jericho and KO. That should be a very interesting match. My personal prediction, I think KO and Jericho will win. Tag team champions, you got the New Day against Gallows and Anderson. My personal prediction for this one, the New Day are very over. Let's see if Gallows and Anderson can win the tag team championships. I'm heading towards New Day to win that one. Let's see this one. This should be one of the best matches of the evening. Sasha Banks against former WWE Women's Champion Charlotte. As you can see the stipulation right there, it says Dana Brooke has been barred from ringside. So let's see if Charlotte can be the woman and dethrone Sasha Banks, because Sasha Banks did win the championship on the revamped Raw show a few weeks ago. I think the boss will beat Charlotte, so Sasha Banks will retain the championship. Rusev against Roman Reigns. This is a tough one too. This is a tough match. I'm going to say Rusev wins in an upset. He's been one of the best United States champions, but if he does lose the title, I hope he gets pushed to bigger, better things. Let's see if he can win maybe the World Heavyweight Championship, maybe by either beating Finn Balor or something like that. But we'll get to that match in just a second. I'm going to say Rusev wins, but I wouldn't be surprised if Roman wins out. This one should be maybe one of the matches of the show. John Cena against AJ Styles. I'm going to go on a limb right now, and unfortunately, I feel that C Nation will prevail. I love AJ Styles. The fans love AJ Styles. He's phenomenal. He's very original. I've seen his work, wrestling work. He's a very excellent wrestler. That being said, a lot of people were saying, oh, it was BS that AJ Styles beat John Cena. But like it or not, he beat him. So it's due that Cena will beat AJ Styles. So I'm going to say John Cena will win. World Heavyweight Championship match. Dolph Ziggler against Dean Ambrose. This could be a match of the year candidate if these two men know how to work a great match. This could be a solid match. Dean Ambrose, who won the World Heavyweight Championship, he's now the champion. representing the SmackDown brand against a guy who fans wanted to see pushed. Now he has his opportunity to win the WWE World Heavyweight title. Can he do it? Maybe. But if I had to pick, I think Ambrose will retain his heavyweight championship. Dean Ambrose beats Dolph Ziggler. And for the WWE Universal Championship, Finn Balor against Seth Rollins. This should be a very good match. A lot of hype about Finn Balor. He was recently the former NXT champion who had recently lost it to Samoa Joe earlier this year. That being said, I'm going to go on a limb and say that Finn Balor might beat Seth Rollins, but I think Seth Rollins will beat Balor maybe. I'm going to say Seth Rollins beats Finn Balor. These guys, I think, should have a good rivalry if they keep it going. I think Seth Rollins will retain the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. I think he'll be the top man. He'll prove why he was the top pick in the WWE draft. And I personally think it'll be Rollins that beats Finn Balor. I love Finn Balor. Excellent entrance. A lot of people love Finn Balor's potential. But I will say that Seth Rollins wins. Let's review. We're not sure what the heck's going on with this women's match. Right now, unfortunately, it's a huge question mark because of the lady that was on the card. And this is all the SmackDown women, by the way. So, who if it's going to be 3 against 2, 2 against 3, we don't know. That could be a match maybe on the pre-show or something. I don't know. Let's review. I have, let's see, Cesaro beating Sheamus. Apollo Crews wins by DQ. I have Owens and Jericho winning. I have the New Day retaining the Tag Team Championships. I see Sasha retaining. Roman Reigns might win the United States Championship, but I think they'll leave it on Rusev's shoulder. John Cena will beat AJ Styles. Dean Ambrose will beat Dolph Ziggler in an epic match. And I say Seth Rollins will beat Finn Balor. Those are the reviews. And oh yeah, let's not forget, this match right here, I almost forgot. Brock Lesnar against Randy Orton. I see this happening maybe one of two ways. This is just my personal prediction. I think it's going to take at least 2 F5s from Lesnar to beat Orton. That being said, I think that Orton could reverse his F5. If you saw the finish at WrestleMania in Santa Clara, one of the best finishes you'll ever see, where Orton had RKO'd Seth Rollins when Seth Rollins at the time was trying to do his curb stomp move. And at the time, he reversed it into an RKO. Do not be surprised if Orton reverses Brock Lesnar's F5 into an RKO. That's possible. But I think if Lesnar wins, it's going to take 2 F5s for him to do it. Orton, if he reverses the RKO, I think he can pin Lesnar. But right now, if I had to pick, I personally think Brock Lesnar will beat Randy Orton. And I love Randy Orton to death. He's an excellent wrestler. Unless Orton, the only way I can see Orton winning, if he kicks out of the RKOs, if he does his punt kick. This would not be a bad time for him to do his punt kick. I think he might do it to Brock Lesnar and maybe get the victory. So, that's 2 possible scenarios. I think either Lesnar might do 2 F5s on Orton, or Orton can do an RKO and a punt kick to Brock Lesnar and win. So, that's my scenario. I hope it's a solid match. Orton is an excellent wrestler, so is Brock Lesnar. And that is all for my SummerSlam predictions. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Thank you, and happy SummerSlam, everybody.